All right, there is all new Rivals stuff. There's the Dead Vision and there's the Human Torch and the Thing reveal, and along with some patch notes that are leaked, by the way. But this will be the last time. If the leaks are wrong, I will never do leaked patch notes again. I will wait for the official patch notes release. I'm sorry if I read all this out to you. You sit here for like 10 minutes of me reading shit and it's completely wrong. Promises? Okay, let's go.
Hello Rivals, Guang Guang here.
What up, Guang Guang? Welcome
As
back.
we kicked off the exhilarating first half of Season 1,
Your game's been
we
good?
were thrilled to welcome even more players to the Marvel Rivals community.
Hell yeah, bring them all in.
Together,
Fuck
we
Overwatch.
united with the Fantastic Four to take the fight to Dracula.
Heroes and maps. I will be watching the trailers for the Thing and the Human Torch, but
Season 1,
let's see it.
The remaining two family members will be joining the fray, the Thing and the Human Torch. First up, we've got the Thing. He's a powerhouse vanguard.
I like the design a lot.
Ready for action. Whether you need a strong defensive
he says it's clobbering time, right?
Or a fierce frontline fighter, he's your go-to guy. And then
okay.
there's the Human
I don't think
Torch.
anyone cares what the Thing does, as long as he's a tank and he's new, because we desperately need new vanguards. We're bored, and we're kind of sick of the Hulk and Doctor Strange murdering comp right now. On top of that, better say clobbering time. That's the two conditions you got to meet. New vanguard, you already got it. Clobbering time, come on.
He's a blazing duelist who's here to light up the skies and
a flyer, I presume. He looks cool too, by the way. I was worried they would make him pure orange,
the air like a comet
but he's got variety there.
You need a true aerial ace. His presence will certainly ignite the battlefield. But that's not all. Prepare to explore the sinister depths of the Empire of Internal
a new map
in our new map, Central Park. Venture into
I feel like in the last one, I complained that the map rotation was like too stale, but I don't know. Since they added like one more map, it's been a lot. There's been a lot of variety. I'm not on the same two maps anymore. It's rolling into a lot more. So this will just be even more so, better. More maps, less of the same map, less boring. Oh shit.
The Asgardian squirrel god of Yggdrasil,
oh,
and
that's nuts.
On a daring raid of Dracula's
Wolf
castle
Squirrel God?
to vanquish the darkness and end the eternal night.
Alright. Number 1. Can we please get a rank between Plat and Diamond? There needs to be a divide between absolute garbage and competent, and Plat and Diamond is such a victim. There are people that are like somehow there in Diamond. It's a fucking mess. We need a rank in between the two.
Since Season 1 launched, we've seen an incredible surge of excitement for competitive play. As we head into
it's been fun, bro. Crazy.
The season, we are rolling out some exciting
play almost every day, like 5+ games comp. I still want to play more. It's not frustrating. It's a good time. Besides teammates you get, that's the only problem.
Certain adjustments to the competitive mode. The first half of Season 1 will conclude on February 21st, 2025 at 8 AM UTC +0. At that time, rewards
we know about
will be
this.
issued, including the Gold Rank costume, Quest of Honors for those in Grandmaster and above, and the Quest of Honor for the top 500.
Alright, yeah, we know this.
When the second half of Season 1 kicks off, players will return their ranks and scores from the end of the first half.
Thank you!
To qualify for new rewards,
thank you!
Simply complete 10 matches in competitive mode and meet the necessary conditions by the end of the second half.
Okay.
These rewards will include an all-new Gold Rank costume and a variety of Quests of Honor.
And another skin.
Designs for
hell yeah.
Grandmaster, Celestial,
damn!
Eternity,
Yo, has any competitive mode ever done this? That's so cool. Just more stuff, no rank reset, play 10 games, and baboosh, you get new stuff. That's pretty awesome. Like, the problem with, like, ranked is just taking away all the time. Like, adding role queues, or, you know, rank resetting way too hard. And, like, kind of changing the experience to change things, that doesn't benefit where you place. Like it's always something to go downhill with, and or make queue times longer. Like that's just cool. Like no roll queue announcement, just straight up, hey, play 10 games, don't reset, get more stuff. That's so good.
About
Oh,
FS kernel
new category,
tokens
sorry.
and how frustrating it can be when they don't carry over. So we are excited to announce a brand new redemption system.
Oh.
Now you can convert those excess kernel tokens into units. If you purchase the
Whoa, dude!
and redeem all its rewards, you will be able to convert any leftover kernel tokens for units at a specific ratio. We want to make...
Are these the first games to ever like develop games with experience? Wow. We heard your complaint about a thing, so we're just going to improve the thing. Has this ever been done? Ever? You know, Riot Games with the fuck you, man. No more free shit. We have Overwatch clearly showing desperation that they want people to play the game with loot boxes being added. These guys just give when you ask to be given something so far. I mean, of course, they tried the rank reset thing, and people said, no, we don't want it. So, okay, we won't have it. That's so good, man. Keep doing this. Rivals is... This game is going to live forever at this rate.
And that you never feel like you are unrewarded for your efforts.
You're the GOAT.
We've heard your excitement and questions about our plans for Marvel Rivals tournaments since launch.
Are we going to get a league?
We are thrilled to see such a passionate community. A thriving player base is the lifeblood of any great game, and we are pumped to see that our in-client tournament...
Is he the first person to ever say this about their community? Probably.
Marvel Rivals Championship has maxed out its faction registration in North America.
Holy shit.
After the upcoming updates in the second half of Season 1, we'll be increasing that.
Look, this says volumes about this game, right? This game is just so rewarding to play because of how fun it is, and the way you're rewarded, and the rewards you can get by completing like certain ranks, that other games that just kind of like Marvel's has like it has its problems, but in other games all you get is shit on. Like you get such bad ladder anxiety just because of like the people you play with and the people you play against and the way the game is, and how it's like games are so punishing with little reward and little action that like all you want to do is be good enough to stay alive, or else you're forced to sit back and like watch your team play. You're not getting involved. Like you're not playing a lot of the game to be able to learn. And Rivals, you have what? You have 10-second death timer. In other games, you're what? Dead for 40 seconds, or you have these periods where you have to wait, or like Valorant, where when you die, you're down for the whole round, and maybe you're not having a good day in the game, and you're just watching, you're spectating for all of your comp games like that day. It's really frustrating and anxiety inducing and boring. But this game just whacks it out all out of the way. It's beautiful. And like I said, this game has its problems, but this game is like really, it's not super punishing to where you need voice comms all the times. I have voice chat off and I've climbed all the way to Diamond, almost GM. You can turn voice comms off and have an impact just because everything has its place, and as long as you're playing good and you're playing with the team despite not hearing them, it rewards that game sense. If you're having a bad day with no kills or something like that, like you can have an impact elsewhere in like holding a choke point, just beating them down with damage. Yeah, there is some way despite like a bad day where you can have an impact, and if you just like focus on that and not what you're like doing so bad on and adjust, you can be rewarded in these games. It's, yeah, I don't know, sorry, this was a big yap, but this speaks volumes as to like how many people want to play ranked and want to like compete in tournaments. It's fucking awesome.
Limit. As anticipation reaches a fever pitch, brace yourselves for a series of Marvel Rivals Invitationals set to kick off at the end of February and continue into March.
Hell yeah.
Now let's turn it over to Zhiyo, who's ready to share the latest balance adjustments for the second half of Season 1?
Guang Guang, I love when you speak.
Hey Rebels, I'm Zero. Today we are diving into some exciting balance changes
Okay,
coming
let's
up
see
for
it.
the second half of Season 1.
There are a couple outliers. I'm glad they buffed Storm. I'm glad she has a place now. She's completely useful, overbuffed. Completely overbuffed. I still wish there would be a dumb down on like Luna ult and Cloak ults and Mantis ult, where you can get windows to punish it. Like there's already a few. There's like Moon Knight ulting, there's Erase ulting, there's like Penny Mines with Cloak, but those are so situational and like unlikely because you do one of the something like Scarlet Witch ult, you just get killed while these people are standing invincible and just get rid of you and stuff like that. Like, I wish they weren't basically invulnerable ults, and if you catch a Luna being dumb in her ult, like, you should have a window to kill her, no matter what you're doing, who you are. Just you shouldn't need an ult. You should be able to be like, Luna's ulting, and no tanks are protecting her. She's running around like a complete clown. If like 4 to 5 people are looking at her, you could just be able to kill her. Like if your team is making that adjustment, and you should get rewarded for that, and their team is not playing around that, they should get punished. I think that's that's my thoughts.
First off, let's talk about the journey we have had so far. The first half of Season 1 has given us some thrilling changes compared to Season 0. We have seen more duelist heroes in competitive like Storm and Squirrel Girl really shine, while Hela and Hawkeye have cooled down a bit.
They completely, like, this mission they did to do that was so effective. Hela, Hawkeye are like, their bans like half the time. You're seeing bans for like right now, you're seeing bans for Wolverine. You're seeing bans for still Bruce. I wish Bruce could be out of the picture. We shouldn't have to worry too much about Bruce. And like Luna Snow, you're able to get a Luna Snow ban in there, not having to waste it on a Hawkeye Hela. And yeah, it's been like nice in the ban phase.
Providing a better balance. And let's not forget the balance changes at the start of the season and the addition of Invisible Woman. Together, they have revitalized the strategies matter and given players more options. The strategies lineup has been gaining ground, especially among the upper ranks.
We need to destroy Triple Healer.
It's been great to
destroy
see so
Triple
many
Healer,
different team
please.
compositions out there, proving that victory isn't just about the classic 2-2-2 lineup. But here's the catch. The quick ultimate recharge for strategies like Cloak and Dagger and our mischievous friend Loki has led to some oppressive moments.
Absolutely.
Triple strategies set up often means at least one ultimate counters a Vanguard or Duelist's ultimate, which may slow down the game's pace. We want every match to feel exhilarating, not draw out. That's why in our upcoming changes, we will be bumping up the energy costs for those frequent ultimates.
Yes!
We will also be giving some targeted nerfs to certain strategies ultimates. You have Cloak and Dagger, I'm looking at you.
Yes!
While reducing the ultimate energy costs for some of our Vanguards and Duelists, like Venom and Magic, making it easier for them to unleash their powers. Don't worry though, we are not trying to completely shatter.
I hope it's not too much. I think like Magic, you have to be good on Magic to be able to get rewarded. You can't play a mid Magic, you can't play a bad Magic and be able to get rewarded like that. No, I think we're good Magics and good Venoms. Like, I think they get their ultimate at a pretty fair pace if they're like playing good, not dying. I think it's already a pretty fair pace. I hope they don't go too crazy on their recharge, but yeah.
We are just looking to bring in more options for farm counterplays and amp up the excitement.
No, you should be looking to delete that shit. I don't agree.
Now, let's chat about Vanguards. Throughout the first half of Season 1, Doctor Strange and Magneto remain the most mainstream Vanguard choices, dominating the scene, whether it's a single or double shield lineup.
I straight up, from bronze to diamond to almost GM, literally one game from GM. Sorry, I'm trash. It's been all strange. Like there's no punishment in me just going all strange all the time. He's too good. He's way too good. And people picking Magneto, there's really no harm in that. Except for if you don't ban Wolverine, that's really it.
These guys have been the go-to war, soaking up damage and effectively resisting enemy damage pressure. And with the triple strategies lineup, enjoying enhanced survivability. But we want to shake things up a bit. We are planning to dial back the survivability of Doctor Strange and Magneto to keep things interesting.
It's like I said last time, in my last video, a good Doctor Strange shouldn't have to worry about the base survivability and how much damage you can put out, like at range. Because Strange is just, I feel like what they're trying to dial back is the things you get way too rewarded for. And that's like pushing up way further than you should be and doing way too much damage despite not being in a good position for it. I think that's okay to dial back on. I'm not worried. Whatever they do to Strange, I'm not worried so long as it's not like drastic to his shield or his cooldowns or his ult charge. I'm totally fine. If it's like little things that have to do with the gameplay, that's totally fine. Just lower or heighten the skill ceiling in terms of things around his kit.
Storm is getting a moderate trick to help her find that perfect balance again.
Good.
Also,
thank you.
Moon Knight's ultimate is also getting a moderate trick to help him feel more balanced.
Thank you.
It's been a bit longer than we wanted, and that's made it tough to tackle.
Nah, dog, when it comes to this kind of stuff, take your time, man. Let us play the game. Let us get to learn everything. See how things are, what people like get to say at like a later date, a way later date, and then be like, okay. I just think the longer you wait, the more like accurate data is and how much better you're able to analyze the opinions. So, hey, take your time, guys.
Tackle some big issues this season. So here's our plan. We are sticking to our overall balance adjustments schedule and rolling them out with our big updates for the first and second halves of each season. But going forward, we will also be keeping an extra close eye on the game environment throughout each half season. If we spot any urgent issues, we will swoop in with one quick, smaller adjustment to keep everything running smoothly.
So hotfixes.
Much other players won't be able to see your name right away.
Okay.
And after
That's
a
pretty
short
standard stuff.
period in the battle,
So people
your real
like
name will pop back up.
people won't
Thank
do
you
things
for your unwavering
like
support, Rivals.
people who are unaware. Like people see, like they play with you maybe, and you do something they don't like, and they like target ban you or they like plan to grief you. So did you say player cards? So if it's player cards also, then that's even more because yeah, people do like premeditate shit to do to you if they know it's you. Okay, more good news. Just more beautiful good news. Like the bad things are just things that are like I don't think they need to fix what isn't broken, but hopefully it's not too rough. That's kind of like my bottom line with all this. All right, let's see what the Human Torch is all about. He looks pretty good. I was really worried they'd make him all orange, just straight Cheeto, but no, he's got color, he's got a suit, he's got a skin tone. I'm digging the voice. All right, flyer, of course. Whoa, okay. So he jumps in, and it has a knockback. Ooh, okay, a setup ability. Interesting.
The brightest in the sky. Supernova.
Puts down fire nados, dude.
Firestorm.
Oh, you're right. The synergy. Yeah, I've heard about this. The synergy with Storm. Okay, so first thoughts. A flyer, but he has like a jump in ability, like Venom. I think that's really interesting because, you know, flyers they're far away from the battle. They're up somewhere in a corner. But with Human Torch, I guess you got to be a little bit more involved if you want to use your jump ability and get like the max potential out of your kit. So I think that's going to be like interesting to see people try to balance like the getting away and the moving in, and then you have a setup ability where while you're setting it up, you got to make sure you're not gonna die. So I feel like there's a lot to think about with this character. It seems really complex. That's cool. I may just play him. Okay, the thing. Like I said, just give me clobbering time, and we got the 2 wins we need.
Benjamin J. Grim,
Looks sick.
reporting for duty.
Oh, let's go. He talks like he's from Jersey. I love it.
Too easy.
Oh, he's like super Jersey.
Let's rumble.
Okay, dash in, jump in. Okay, so he's like a somewhat dive support. Like, he doesn't look like he dives crazy hard, but he has, like, you know,
Let's go, Logan.
kind of like halfway. He gets shields. More damage amp. Oh my god. Wait, there's so much to this guy.
It's clobberin' time.
They did it again. It's clobbering time. Huge, huge fucking win. I love it. Alright, so all we needed was more Vanguards and clobbering time, and we got them both. This is fucking sick. Okay, patch notes time, and these are leaks. Like I said, if these are completely off by the time the game comes out, I'll never do pre-leaked patch notes ever again. But let's go ahead. Alright, what we got for Venom. Increased threat after entering the battlefield. Reduce the energy required for the ultimate skill. The direction of the knockup effect on enemies after frenzy landing hits has been changed from vertical knockup to inward knockup, with an inward knockup angle of 75%. So inward is like, he's gonna suck people in from now on? If that's the case, I could see that making sense, because you jump in, suck people in, nom, ults, and then you can hit more people. That makes a lot of sense. The energy required per feast has been adjusted from... Okay, so just faster ultimate. Gotcha. Okay. Captain America. Increase survivability during continuous combat. Optimize the feel of using the Vibranium energy shield and reduce the energy required for the ultimate skill. Added the ability to use Absolute Will for defensive during... What is Absolute Will? I don't remember this. Sorry if I'm noob, but is this? I don't know what this is. But using something during jumps, okay, that's more to do. The projectile speed of the Vibranium energy shield has been increased from 60 to 80, and the ricochet speed after hitting has been increased from 100. Okay, so just more consistent, less time people have to like move out of the way before you do a thing. Okay. Even more buffs to the ultimate. Okay. Optimize Captain America's combat experience. Separate light shield strike from melee attacks. Now Captain America can use melee attacks in the flying shield state and link state to activate the first 2 stages of lightning shield strike. At the same time, when in the air, Captain America's use of melee attacks will no longer trigger the divine weapon descent skill. So basically just more flexibility with your abilities. So I guess that's cool. I guess in ways Captain America does feel a little bit vulnerable or stale while like jumping or moving around or doing certain things. Thor, optimize the feel of using Rune Awakening. Remove the global cooldown time after duration of the Rune Awakening skill ends. Oh, okay. So, yeah, just more ease of access for the Rune Awakening, making it easier. Yeah, cool. Groot, increase Groot's threatening combat range. The maximum selection distance of Thornwall has been increased from 15 to 18. Oh my god, you are going to be able to wall tanks off in front of you a lot more easily now. That's crazy. I already feel like the distance to do this is... It's not too punishing for Groot, so long as someone's healing you and you're not going out of your way to make a stupid play. I think this is fine. I don't really see the need, but I don't know. Maybe lower ranks are struggling with this. Magneto, slightly reduced survivability, slight increased offensive ability. The projectile damage of Magneto orbs has been increased from 35 to 40. Okay, that's cool. It does feel a little weak, so that's kind of nice. The energy consumed per second during the electromagnet's iron currents has been increased from 50 to 65, and the maximum duration has been reduced from 2 to 1.5. So, this is the fuck cloak and dagger adjustment. Good. We need more of that. I know I flex cloak, but I don't feel like a trash cloak. So, I think this is fine. I think cloak, Luna, you know, they get away with way too much. So, more damage, but like a least time to charge, which, I mean, you shouldn't be charging for this long anyways. Doctor Strange. Slightly reduced Doctor Strange survivability. Base health has been reduced from 650 to 600. This isn't too bad, like I said. You can kind of put yourself with Doctor Strange in places where you really shouldn't and be able to get out and survive. Uh, what I will say is that I like picking Doctor Strange because of he is the one tank that can really like get away from Wolverine without giving up too much position. Whereas like Venom, you got to swing away and go away, leave your team vulnerable. Hulk, you have to jump away, do the same shit, maybe blow a shield when you probably shouldn't be. Strange just has to fly up, get away from Wolverine, move back a little bit, and that's it. So that's like the only real aspect. Like I said, this is like a positioning thing where, you know, Strange gets maybe rewarded a bit too much. So I don't think this is too bad. Iron Fist, worst character in the game. Alright, maybe he gets some buffs here. Increased Lin Lee's continuous combat ability, providing new functionality for Sunset Rush, and gave Lin Lee more Battlefield gameplay options. Okay. The damage of the first, second, and fifth stages of Interception Fist has been reduced from 32 to 30. The third and fourth stage have been reduced from 16 to 15, and the sixth stage has been reduced from 55 to 50. Each hit reduces the cooldown time of continuous elimination and strikes by 1 second, and the damage of each hit of Sunset Rush has been reduced from 19 to 10. A new effect has been added to each hit of Sunfist Rush, dealing damage equal to 1.7 of the opponent's maximum health. Let me just skip ahead. More damage in places where he should have damage because he sucks. Okay. The upper limit of additional health attached to meditation has been increased from 50 to 150. I don't know about that one. Look, you should be doing this like in a spot where there's no health pack, no healer nearby. If you're doing this in the middle of people to look at you and kill you, that's your fault. I don't really see the point in this. I think there's going to be a few less Iron Fists dying from where they should. I've seen a few Iron Fists go to do the heal, like right in front of you, and I beat them down as they should die because what are you doing? There's going to be less of that. I think that's kind of rewarding a bad play in a way, so I don't know about that one. Additional health decay mechanism has been added. After the skill ends, the additional health will decay at a rate of 25 seconds. That's not really... Like, you just use this to heal and be able to get back into the fight a little bit faster. It's not really like... When would this really be a thing? Like, if you're going to go heal, you should be in a place where you're just there's no action. So, again, like, changes to this, I don't see the point. The maximum value of additional health converted from block damage of continuous elimination strikes have been adjusted from 150 to 200. Okay, yeah, I mean, he does die a little too easily even when gaining shield. Base health has been increased from 250 to 300. Nah, I'm not feeling that one. Mr. Fantastic. Increase Mr. Fantastic's ability to harass enemies and increase the threat of his ultimate skill. The range of the magic field after landing from Stretchy-Feely has been increased from 2.5 radius to 5. What the fuck? Stretch-Feely now has a new effect of knocking enemies within the range outwards. After landing, the single charge recovery from Stretch-Feely has been increased from 8 to 10 seconds. I did not see this going towards buffs, really. Interesting. The magic field damage of Intelligence Crush ultimate skill has been increased from 50 to 70. The energy required for release has been increased from 28 to 340. Huh? I'm sorry, but his ultimate is like not an ability. Like, this thing is not a threat. Oh, that's rough. Oh, owie. I think the way he gets his ult now is totally fine. Now, this is like... No one's gonna save a Luna ult or, like, really feel like I'm being threatened for my life when he bounces around and shit. This shouldn't have changed. The magic field damage will start to decay at 3 meters at decay to a maximum of 50 at 10 meters. These are some interesting adjustments. The ultimate one I don't agree with. I think he's going to have so much more trouble now. Iron Man. This is a tricky one. Because standalone, an Iron Man isn't too scary, except for his ultimate. But on Gamma Team, it's like, kill me. I give up. Increase the damage of Repulsor Beam in normal state and Armor Overload state, making it possible to deal considerable damage without relying on Gamma Overload. Okay. The damage of Repulsor Beam has been increased from 120 to 140. Ow, don't tell me Gamma Team is gonna be even more present, strong. Stop. The damage of repulsor beam has been increased from 180 to 190. Oh, fuck me. Hawkeye. Increase Hawkeye's survivability in threat and close combat. Increase the threat of Hawkeye's ultimate skill. Base health has been increased from 250 to 275. Sure. The projectile damage of Blaster has been reduced from 20 to 15, and the magic field damage has been increased from 25 to 32. Whatever. The skill cooldown time of Crescent Slash has been reduced from 15 to 12 seconds. That's more quality of life. The drawing and charging speed during Hawk Vision ultimate skills has been increased, and the magnification has been increased from 1. Okay, so these are just like... This feels just more like a fix, like a band-aid fix for some little bitty issues. I don't think it's too detrimental. Okay, Storm. Alright, let's see how we actually fix her this time. Reduce the threat to enemies at longer distances. Reduce the buff effect of the aura on herself, and increase the buff effect of the aura on teammates. Okay, fine. The damage decay of Wind Blade at 30 meters has been reduced from 70 to 60. Okay, good. The damage increase ratio of Thunderstorm Weather on herself has been reduced from 16 to 12%. The damage increase ratio of teammates within the range has been increased from 8 to 10. Okay, yeah. The damage increase ratio of Enhanced Thunderstorm Weather on herself has been reduced from 30% to 25. Okay, so I think an issue on Storm really is like these number adjustments could do something. Maybe it's more so when she's in her ultimate, and it's like a Luna problem where she just can't be killed, even if they're doing something really stupid. Like some storms will just straight up ult and stand still in plain view of people, and there's nothing you can do about it. I think that's what needs to really be punished, along with some number changes. So number changes are fine, but yeah, her invulnerability is crazy. Star-Lord. Increase the maximum movable distance of Star-Lord and enhance his mobility. The maximum skill energy of rocket propulsion has been increased from 12 to 1800. Okay, so he's still an ult charge hero. Alright, nothing much has changed. Increase her survivability when casting her ultimate. Okay, this is like an intrusive thought I've had. If they ever do this, I never thought they'd actually do it. After activating Reality Warp, 100 additional health is added to herself after the skill ends or is interrupted. It will decay at a rate of 50. Okay, so no more just Scarlet Witch's pure chaos getting interrupted and then just falling over. Yeah, I guess that'll alleviate that a bit. It gives you time to like hit shift to get away if you fail your ultimate. And getting to use your ultimate. Although Scarlet Witch, the problem with their ult is just the amount of time you have to reactivate and get away. Like this shouldn't hurt too much. You can still interrupt it too. Spider-Man. Slightly reduce the cooldown time of web grenade. Reduce Spider-Man's offensive window period. The charge time of web grenade has been reduced from 3 to... Okay, yeah, that's... whatever. Moon Knight. Increase the enemy's reaction time when facing Khonshu's Fist and optimize the damage logic of Khonshu's Fist. Reduce the falling speed of Khonshu's Fist. Corrected the damage trigger logic of Khonshu's Fist. Remove the original mechanism that caused 75 damage when located in the center of a magic field and adjusted it so that each damage of Khonshu's Fist is increased from 75 to 150. Okay, yeah, making his ult make a little bit more sense. Alright, I'm with it. Black Widow. Increase combat capability and increase her threat to enemies after using her ultimate skill. The magazine capacity of Red Room Rifle has been increased from 8 to 15. Okay, yeah, that's fair. The deceleration effect of Energy Hole ultimate skill on enemies has been reduced from 80 to 55. Energy Hole has a new effect of hitting enemies. So we're slowly making her a character, is what I'm getting. Yeah, fine. More Widows in my game. Magic. Slightly reduced damage ability. Slightly reduced energy required to release ultimate skill. The base damage of Magic Sword Slash has been adjusted from 45 to 40. Alright. The damage dealt by Demon's Rage normal state has been adjusted from 80 to 72 seconds. The energy required to release Dark Child has been adjusted from 37 to 34. Okay, that's not like too detrimental. I was afraid they were gonna do some wacky shit to make people who are just terrible at Magic be able to get some kind of reward, but I think you still had to be good at Magic to be able to make any of this work. Maybe get rewarded a little more. I feel like Magic mains do get hard punished even for like good ultimates and doing good damage, so that's cool. Hela. Increase Hela's suppressive ability when facing mid to long range enemies. The damage decay ratio of Soul Drain at 30 meters has been increased from 70 to 80 per... Whoa. Wait, no, I'm reading that wrong. Oh, Okay, that's not too bad. That's just tiny bit more damage in areas where I guess she doesn't have damage. Encouraging people to use different abilities, like with the Hawkeye change, just so you're not holding M1 all the time and you have a little bit more options. Adam Warlock. Increased damage ability and slightly increased healing ability after turning on Soul Link. The damage of quantum magic has been increased from 55 to 60. The damage decay at 40 meters has been increased from 50 to 60. The healing amount of Soul Link to Link heroes has been increased from 10 to 15. Okay, that's pretty cool. I support any other healer getting some kind of change, so we can move away from Cloak, Mantis, Luna, and triple heal stacking these idiots, and getting more strength on other healers. Cloak and Dagger. Increase survivability during ultimate skill release. Reduce the frequency of ultimate skill release, the duration of the ultimate skill, and the strength of the ultimate skill. Increase the threat of cloak state to enemies. Okay, so there's going to be a lot less of us against the dead. Pretty much. Okay, let's read the rest. The energy required for Light and Shadow Ultimate Skill has been increased from 3,400 to 4,000. Okay, that's a pretty fair number, I'd say. Whatever you gotta do, her ultimate is too easy and too frequent. The duration of a single state of Light and Shadow has been reduced from 10 to 8 seconds, and the interval between each stage has been reduced from 10 to 0.6. The healing effect in the stage is no longer superimposed, and only one stage of healing effect is applied. When multiple stages overlap, the camera control is unlocked during the release of Light and Shadow. The vulnerability ratio of fear cloaked enemies has been increased from 20 to 28. Okay, so you're gonna faster. Magneto's are gonna have a little bit harder time tracking you. It lasts. It doesn't last as long. Okay. Yeah, I think this is totally fine. They're kind of moving something to make her better, make them, sorry, them better in an area that's not just the ultimate and it being charged too fast. Cloak has a lot more potential and a lot more abilities, but people don't really care. They just spam healing on people until they get ult, and that's the character. But there's more potential to Cloak. I think she'll still be really good. Luna Snow. Reduce the frequency of ultimate skill release. The energy required for Symphony of Destiny has been increased from 4,000 to 4,500. Fuck you, Luna. Fuck you. Okay, Loki. Reduce the frequency of ultimate skill release, slightly increase sustainability. The energy required for God of Mischief has been increased from 34 to 4,000. I guess that's fine because Loki is taking these ultimates. Star-Lord, Luna, Invisible Woman, Doctor Strange, these ultimates that like take a while for a good reason and spamming them. It's crazy. So I guess that's fair. The magazine capacity of Fate's Favor has been increased from 10 to 12. Okay, so more ammo. More healing to be done. Manta, slightly reduced survivability during ultimate skill. The upper limit of additional health provided by Soul Resonance has been adjusted from 100 to 75. Okay, again, this opens windows for more variety in backliners. Though I think Mantis has one of the weaker defensive ults. I mean, yeah, it opens up more possible, like, variety. Okay, Invisible Woman. The energy required for Invisible Woman is okay, finally, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Oh? Oh, baby. Give me some good news. Okay, the team ups. Gamma Charge. Reduce the damage ability of Gamma Overload. Reduce the benefit of Hulk from the Synergy Core. The damage of Repulsor Beam has been reduced from 220 to 200. The health bonus provided by Synergy Core to Hulk has been reduced from 150 to 100. I don't think this will really hurt. I think Hulk will still be banned, like, indefinitely. It's literally just this getting any form of, like, more damage that is really, really eating people. I think this could be moved to some sort of other ability. Like, it's obscene. And Hulk, 150 to 100 as bonus health. I guess I could see him getting out, like, a lot less from stupid situations. So, that's cool. But, like, a good Hulk, a mid-range, and a shit Iron Man is probably still gonna be good. It's not really, like... I don't think I've met, like, an actual good Gamma team where all three people are competent at the three characters at the same time. It's literally just One of them's competent, one of them says, sure, I guess, but these tanks are both so good it doesn't matter, and then people can have the shittiest Iron Man on Earth, but these two are just running rampant and destroying teams. So, Psionic Disc, further increase the continuous combat capability of Black Panther and Psylocke. The flashback time of riding Psylocke has been reduced from 5 to 3 seconds. The ratio of converting lost health to blue armor has been increased from 0.5 to 0.8. The flashback time of Wakanda Hitchhike has been reduced from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. The ratio of converting lost health to blue armor has been... Okay, so faster, more health, make it a bit more of like a synergy ability. Cool. Full Moon. Increase Moon Knight's survivability after releasing the synergy skill. New effect of looking at the moon. Continuously provide 25-second healing to Moon Knight within the range. Oh, okay, so kind of like Loki. Alright, yeah, I can get beyond that. Symbiote Bond. Enhances survivability of the repulse suit for Penny Parker and Spider-Man. The duration of Spider-Man's repulse suit has been reduced from 4 to 1 seconds. The 50% damage reduction effect has been removed, and the new invincibility effect has been added during the duration. Yeah, this is more just like an adjustment. Not really like a nerf or buff, really. Frozen Chi. Increase the skill effect of Iceman's synergy skill. The healing amount of South Wind returns has been increased from 50 to 75, and the deceleration ratio to enemies has been increased from 20 to 30. Alright, so just more making Iron Fist relevant. Overall, pretty solid changes. You'll love to see invincibility old abusers get fucked. And something that's not them get buffed. I think there's just a lot of like making characters have an easier time in aspects that should already be easy going on. Yeah, Gamma Team got a bit of a nerf. All right, it's looking solid. Yeah, and like a lot less forgiveness for making stupid decisions is kind of up here. So I'm with it. The only real like buffs I could say would be like Venom and Captain America getting like things that actually go with their kit and flexibility. I think these are really the only like two actual buffs I'm seeing. Oh, and Iron Fist, duh, obviously. Maybe he'll be more of a threat. Yeah. Anyways, that's the patch notes. I think so far the direction is good. I think the way they're pushing variety is the smart thing to do. So, yeah, you love to see it. Anyways, that's all I got for y'all today. Bye-bye.